Welcome back into DSI. This week, Delaware has played host to teams from all across the world for the Senior Little League Softball World Series, and our host team in Delaware has done a lot to make people around here pretty proud.
I would say so. Host District 3 today taking on Southeast. Delaware up to bat, hard hit, some great instincts, great snag by Graceland Flowers. That would end the inning. Next inning, Flowers up to bat. She's going to ground one to short, but that's going to score Larissa Siders. Going to put the ladies from Florence, South Carolina up 1-0. Now District 3 answering back. Jada Evans, a dribbler to short. She is out, but that's going to score Mackenzie Whaley. Next batter, Ariana Bradell, and she's going to drive one over the right fielder's head. That's going to score Carly Venables and Kate Evick. District 3 leading 3-1.
All right, so same score in the top of the 7th inning with a runner on second. Flowers delivers again for Southeast. That's going to make it just a one-run ball game. So with the potential tying run on first, the next batter drives one deep into right, but a great potentially game-saving catch by Sage Bullock to end this one. District 3, they're moving to the World Semifinals with a 3-2 win. Here's Bradell after the game on that final play.
I felt relieved because I wasn't sure if it was going to be caught, but when it was caught, we were proud of her. We were happy. We feel great, definitely. We feel great going into our next game, knowing that we're one of the top 4 teams in the world. So we're going to do whatever we can to go all the way.
All right, and some good news here. We don't have to wait long for the semifinals. Going to play tomorrow, under 24 hours, August 3rd, 5:30. Delaware District 3 and Central Region semifinalists from Grand Rapids, Michigan, obviously now battling for a spot in the championship game.
Right. So the big question is the girls from Delaware marching into the semis with only one loss, and that coming in group play. What are their chances of bringing home the whole thing? Because they look like they have a chance.
Yeah, flat out. These ladies have a nasty lineup. I was at the game today. I think from the hitter number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Any given time, if you lay a pitch down the middle, they can take it deep. They have some pretty strong girls on that team, and as long as their pitching stays consistent, I think the sky's the limit for them.
Yeah, and obviously they're playing closer to home. They have their home crowd here, so kind of seems as though that's going to work into an advantage a little bit, maybe a home field advantage for these girls. And just riding momentum, Bradell mentioned it, being one of the top 4 teams in the world, certainly has your confidence up. So now let's carry that into their semifinal game.
Is Asia Pacific still in it though? The team that handed them their loss?
They are. They are
so
still in the tournament.
That is
bracket.
They're still in the other bracket. Yeah, but you don't have to worry about them until the championship.
That's right.
So,
one game at a time.
Get to the
one
championship,
game at a time.
and you get the one game show. You never know what's going to happen.
And the only thing sweeter than revenge is revenge in the final game.
Title game.
Just saying.
And we're talking about championships a little bit. We had a championship game on Monday
so
night, Summer League basketball. And for more on that, let's toss it over to Jonah.
And before we get into that, remember all these games on ESPN Plus and the championship on ESPN2. So if you can't make it out to Roxana, all of them available for you there. All right, down in the Bayside South, the Snow Hill Summer League Basketball League wrapped up, giving us the final look that we could really get of the teams down this way. And in the semifinal round of Maryland Supreme, Daily Construction took care of business, topping Layton's 84-36. So they're on to the final. And then over on court 2, hard work, advanced to the championship game with the 43-28 win over Aaron. So essentially a rematch of last year's Bayside South title game with Daly's. So Daily Construction up 6 at half on the Jason Handy fadeaway. Second half, hard work, cutting into that lead. Cortre Fontaine with the Euro step. He gets the tough 2 to drop. And then it's Jaron Smith with the move in the lane. He gets the hard bucket to fall. So hard work climbing all the way back into this one. Raquel Waters and one with forcing overtime at 38, tied up at 38 apiece. So Daly's up 1 in OT. Antoine Wilson picks the pocket of Cortre Fontaine and Taiwan Hardy. How many times have we seen that? So hard work. They would get the final shot. Christian Crawford with a clean look, but not enough mustard off the front iron. Daily Construction wins their 3rd straight Summer League title, 44-41. Let's go back over to the desk.
All right, thank you, Jonah. So Summer League basketball is a wrap, but I got to ask you, what stood out? Obviously, we saw a potential replay of what could be a Bayside championship again, but what stood out to you, gentlemen?
First thing that stood out to me is my man Kev. Just out there, just chilling, you know, throwing
Loving
it up.
life.
No,
Got
of
the
course,
jersey
no,
on. Why
absolutely.
not?
That's my guy. I got to give him a shout out. But of course, the final two teams playing in this championship game are the two teams that we saw this past March, the last two teams playing in the Bayside, Crisfield and Y High. I don't think it's going to be any different this year from what we saw last year. These teams split. This game was close, so you know they're close again.
Yeah, and I think one of the really only differences is that we're going to see Taiwan Hardy now rocking the Y-High jersey instead of Parkside. He's only going to be a sophomore.
Yeah.
We see the kind of game he brings to the court only in the summer league.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you're not thinking Bayside South Player of the Year at some point with this young man, then I don't really know what's. You're not watching basketball.
Got a point, yeah.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. We do have to take a break from sports. Coming up after the break, we'll take you to Salisbury, where Rakim Russell's family and friends, alongside the city of Salisbury, are keeping his memory alive.
My name is Taylor Burton. I play softball for Sussex Tech, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.